What if your next phone bill was zero? The next few minutes might sound like science fiction, or like the moment you realize you have been overpaying for years. There is a rumored Tesla phone around $789 that promises something crazy: free internet, potentially for life. No carrier, no data plan, just connection, almost anywhere on the planet. If that is even half true, your next upgrade is not just a tech decision, it is a financial one. On paper, it looks like the phone that breaks the whole game. But hidden behind this free internet forever fantasy is one brutal problem almost nobody wants to mention. And we are about to open it up. First, you need to understand why this rumor is exploding right now. Smartphones have entered an era where prices keep climbing, but progress feels smaller. Apple sells certainty, not just hardware, an ecosystem, habits, and a world designed to keep you inside. That is why minimal design changes still produce massive sales. Samsung faces a different reality. Android competition forces faster upgrades and louder innovation. Yet for the average user, year-to-year changes often feel subtle. If you have ever upgraded and thought, this feels almost the same, you are exactly the person this story is about. Because when customers feel trapped between expensive upgrades and small differences, one new promise can hijack attention. And the Tesla Pi Phone rumor is built around the exact promises people crave. Here are the claims in the order that matters most. First, satellite-style internet tied to Starlink with talk of free access at launch. Second, a massive battery, often described around 499 mAh, with multi-day endurance claims. Third, a clean operating system designed to stay fast without bloat and slowdowns. Then, premium build quality, often described as titanium. And finally, the price point, around $789, positioned far below the most expensive flagships. If even part of that is real, it does not just compete with iPhone and Samsung. It threatens the entire logic of the smartphone market. Now here is the hook inside the hook. This rumor is not spreading because people love gadgets. It is spreading because you already feel the pain. You know the moment when your phone drops to 6% and you still have a full commute home. That low battery anxiety is not a small inconvenience. It is a daily tax, and it gets worse as phones age. Most phones do not truly die, they fade. Battery capacity shrinks. Heat shows up faster. Updates stack on top of each other until you are deleting apps just to keep it from stuttering. Eventually, you stop trusting the device you rely on. AI has amplified the same frustration. Modern assistants have raised expectations. In comparison, Siri can still handle basic tasks, but it struggles when requests become smarter and multi-step. The product is not useless, it just feels like it belongs to an older era. That is why the Tesla rumor hits so hard. Tesla is not famous for camera gimmicks. Tesla is famous for batteries, efficiency, and systems optimization. If Tesla ever entered phones, the strongest angle would be longevity. Now let us break the rumor into 3 pillars, because this is where the story becomes believable. First pillar, power. That battery claim sits well over 6,000 mAh. Some versions include solar assistance and fast charging claims. Even if the numbers are exaggerated, the direction is clear. Tesla would sell endurance as the identity. Second pillar, connectivity. Starlink is real infrastructure. The idea of a phone that stays connected in rural areas during travel or in emergencies is not fantasy. The big claim is the bold one, free internet. Third pillar, software control. A Tesla operating system built to stay minimal could reduce the slow decline that pushes people into upgrades. Most phones do not become useless overnight. They gradually collect friction, more background processes, more system overhead, more forced features that most users never asked for. Over time, speed becomes inconsistent, battery life feels weaker, and simple actions start to take longer than they should. A minimal Tesla operating system, designed around performance discipline, could fight that decline by cutting bloat at the source. Fewer unnecessary services, cleaner updates, more user control, less invisible drain. Technically, much of this is possible. Battery engineering, satellite connectivity, and optimized software are not magic. They are engineering problems. With enough talent, enough time, and enough money, many of the rumored features could be built into a functioning device. The real question is not whether it can exist. The real question is whether it can exist at scale, reliably and profitably. Financially and strategically, that is where the dream hits a wall. And now we arrive at the brutal problem I promised at the beginning. Free internet is not a feature. Free internet is a cost. Someone pays for satellites, bandwidth, operations, and expansion. Someone pays for network support, maintenance, and capacity when millions of users start streaming video at the same time. Even if satellite coverage is real, connectivity is never free. It is simply paid for in a different place, by a different mechanism. If the user pays nothing, the business model must be hidden somewhere else. That does not mean it is fake. It means it must be designed as a long-term strategy, not a viral headline. For Tesla, that strategy could look like this. The phone becomes a gateway into Tesla's ecosystem, where the real profit comes from services, integration, and lifetime customer lock-in. The hardware becomes the key, not the final product. Once the device is in your hand, it can connect you deeper into Tesla software, Tesla updates, Tesla subscriptions, Tesla energy tools, and Tesla vehicle features. It becomes the remote control for a lifestyle system, not just a screen for apps. In other words, Tesla would be copying Apple's strongest move, but using a different weapon, not social bubbles, connectivity. Apple built loyalty through messages, ecosystem friction, and seamless device handoffs. Tesla would aim to build loyalty through coverage, control, and infrastructure. If your phone works where other phones fail, and if it becomes the easiest way to manage your car and your energy, leaving the ecosystem becomes inconvenient. That is the strategic logic behind the entire rumor. Now, let us reality check the timeline. Right now, in late 2025, there is no universally confirmed retail launch with full official specifications and availability for a Tesla phone. Most of what you see is a mix of leaks, predictions, and hype content. Some of it is genuine analysis, some of it is pure attention bait, and some of it blends real Tesla capabilities with imagined smartphone features in a way that sounds credible to casual viewers. To turn this from a rumor into a product, Tesla would need manufacturing scale, certifications, support infrastructure, and years of software maintenance. That means supply chain partnerships. It means quality control. It means meeting regulatory requirements in multiple regions. It means launching a customer support system that can handle returns, repairs, and updates without damaging the brand. It means treating the phone like a real long-term product line, not a side experiment. That is a full division, not a side project. So if you are delaying your next upgrade because you are waiting for the Tesla phone, you might be waiting longer than short videos make it seem. Waiting is a strategy, but only when the timeline is clear. When the timeline is vague, waiting can become an expensive habit disguised as patience. Now the part that Tesla fans love most, design. If Tesla does this, it will not win by copying a generic rectangle. It will win by rejecting the fragile trend. Picture a phone that is slightly thicker in your hand, but built like a tool instead of jewelry. A durable frame. A finish that resists everyday abuse. A device you do not baby. No obsession with looking thin on a table. No shallow priorities that sacrifice battery and durability for a marketing photo. Then comes the ecosystem advantage. Apple owns a massive ecosystem. Samsung has reach across categories. Tesla would likely start sharper: vehicles, energy products, and Starlink connectivity. Instead of trying to be everything for everyone on day one, Tesla would aim to be essential for a specific group first. Tesla owners, off-grid users, travelers, people who value endurance and coverage more than fashion. That is how disruption usually begins: focused, practical, and built around a pain point that the old leaders no longer solve well. Imagine one phone that unlocks your car, manages your charging, checks your solar output, and switches your home battery modes, all inside the same system. No juggling apps, no jumping between platforms. No friction. For Tesla owners, that is not just hype. That is convenience designed into everyday life. It means waking up and seeing your car status, your energy usage, and your home power reserves in one place. It means controlling your vehicle, your charging schedule, and your energy flow without thinking about brands, logins, or compatibility. Everything speaks the same language because it comes from the same ecosystem. That kind of integration changes expectations. So here is the bottom line. The Tesla Pi phone rumor is powerful because it targets real pain, not imaginary problems. People are tired of expensive upgrades that feel mandatory instead of exciting. They are tired of batteries that degrade too fast, phones that slow down after a few years, and devices that feel outdated long before they should. Most users are not asking for more features. They are asking for reliability. They are asking for longevity. They are asking for value. A phone built around endurance and connectivity would not just compete with existing smartphones. It would reset what people expect from them. Multi-day battery life reduces anxiety. Reliable satellite connectivity changes how people think about coverage, emergencies, and travel. A clean system that stays fast over time removes the silent pressure to upgrade every few years. If delivered correctly, that kind of device would hit the market like a shockwave. But this is where reality matters. Until there is a real demo, real certification, and real consumer availability, the Tesla Pi phone should be treated as a high-impact possibility, not a guaranteed purchase. Rumors, leaks, and concepts are exciting, but they are not the same as a finished product in your hand. Smart decisions come from separating what sounds incredible from what is confirmed. And that brings us back to the opening. This story sounds like science fiction, until it becomes a wake-up call for the companies that have grown comfortable charging more for less. It highlights how vulnerable the current smartphone model is when a new idea threatens the status quo. Now, I want your honest opinion. If Tesla launched a phone at $789 with truly reliable satellite internet and multi-day battery life, would you switch immediately? Or would you wait to see real-world tests and long-term performance? There is no wrong answer. Write your answer in the comments. Subscribe, because in the next video, we are breaking down the one Tesla product that quietly matters more than this phone rumor. And if you care about where Tesla is actually heading, you really do not want to miss it when it drops.